get the fabulous there.
We hot.
Good morning. We're live at Kwakwani, Leader of the Opposition. It's here in Jeep Landing with distribution of relief for the flood affected area. So we here at our first resident, the Jacobs family, who have been impacted by this flood situation, completely cut off from the mainland. So the last time she would have seen water come up to our second treader. We're right at the first treader. This is the Borbis River. We're just currently overtopping its banks. So person along the Kwakwani waterfront, Jeep Landing, Lamp Island, look out for us. Our boat is pretty heavy, so if you have a small boat, you can just come out to the front, so that it can make it easy for us to give you your flood relief. We'll ensure that every household along the Jeep Landing, Lamp Island and waterfront has been affected. We'll ensure that each one have a flood relief hamper, compliments of Leader of the Opposition. So tune into the live, share the live, and let your neighbor know along the Kwakwani waterfront, Lamp Island and Jeep Landing. We are coming to you to ensure that every household receive a relief hamper. The WIN team is here, Leader of the Opposition and team. These hard-working young ladies. If we bring more pleasure and fabulous, so we get a balance. I think we might need it now.
When last the dredge the river?
Well, the river been dredging quite a while. I believe since the last time.
What year? When last they dredged the river?
Bauxite was shipping out from here.
That's just one of the reasons why the water swells so high.
Yeah, there's a lot of sandbank along this river area here, especially during the dry season. You can walk to the middle of the river. So as we go along, we're gonna get a direct amount of years that this river haven't been dredged. But most of the person that we spoke to would have indicated that once the river is being dredged, the water that currently backed up along this corridor here will be able to flow a little bit smoother. Anybody on the live with knowledge from Kwakwani as to when last this river would have dredged can indicate here. I must say a happy Father's Day to all the fathers in Guyana. I want to wish you a happy Father's Day. You guys have played a pivotal role in the lives of children, some biological, some foster, some step, Stepfather playing very
This is not the
important
boat,
role. Huh?
This is not the boat, this is a hamper boat.
Yeah. And this is not a boat that taking it on father, this is a hamper boat. There's a big boat at Guyanese wharf. Alright, Granny, you enjoy the day? Make sure you stay safe so that when the water go down we can come and greet you again.
Around how much household affected?
I'm currently directly a little over 200 households directly, but in totality in Kwakwani area, Lauderdale, over 1,000 people affected by this flooding.
Any word from the CDC? They come in and yet to distribute anything?
Well, the CDC was here do the impact assessment. They didn't do any distribution.
They came in with anything?
No, they didn't come in with anything.
Just come in with a long hand. Despite money is budgeted for all these things.
So we're here on the Borbis River. While many are with their family celebrating Father's Day, we will spend our Father's Day distributing flood relief, but putting a smile in this disaster, in this crisis, putting a smile on family faces. The leader of the opposition is here to ensure that, you know, we put a smile on people's faces on this beautiful Father's Day. The sun is out in all its glory. We ask the Father above that He can keep it so that we can have a smooth distribution today. Get on my light jacket. So once again, for the persons that along the Jeep Landing, we in Jeep Landing area, if we cannot, we have a pretty big boat, the hamper boat. So you have a smaller boat, you're hearing us, you can just come out to your watch side, as we'll call it, and collect your flood relief hamper. We don't want to miss anyone. We want to make sure that each family receive a hamper on this beautiful Father's Day. It's a beautiful, mighty Borbis River. We're up in Kwakwani. We're approximately about 70, 80 miles up the Borbis River. Go over by Miss Key. Erica and Erica, we going?
We going over there?
By Key, over there.
Yeah, come. She said, yeah.
We're going by Miss Key, right?
No, she said by Pearly.
Oh, you went in there first? Alright.
Stop. Oh, you step in your hand, though. You'll make it direct. You'll have to retract.
Yeah, this channel did. So this is some of the devastation from the flood. You could see trucks, skidder, underwater.
Just hold on a shovel and just brace to the car and everything.
Hold on the cap.
Brace across. Brace across. Oh, wrong side you brace, man.
Wrong side. Tally
Something
the water. Yeah. Open it. Yeah.
We are something out and assist crab something so
I'm Tally bounce up.
I going back down, right?
If you're doing,
You running away, Tal? So we're currently at Jeep Landing. There's a sneak peek of what is happening in this area. Normally this entire area, the vehicle will drive till to about 100 meters from here and load, but water comes so high. The pontoon there is currently on the road. Hey Moses! Moses! Let thy people go! Take your time with the bag, right? The handle. Mate, don't joke it. For those who are now joining the live, Leader the opposition and team is in Kwakwani, meeting, waiting and distributing flood relief hamper to residents of Jeep Landing that has been affected by the flood.
Is it? Can't waste so much time out here.
Come. Alright. Kiffy? That's it? Alright. You live over, so?
I think we should have got a little boat to do, Mark.
Huh? Oh, we got hire a small boat. Yeah, I got any small boat you could loan we by that we could go in and find crab. How far up? Oh, tell up lamp pylon. Yeah, we don't want a small boat. Let me go. Oh, Moses collect female though? Alright, good. She's our forced people. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Congratulations to all those who catching the ship at GNIC Wharf. So this is the road going back to Linden.
So we're presently in Kwakwani.
Yeah, we are Jeep Landing.
Presently in Kwakwani. Distributing showers and cleaning supplies. Residents affected, over 1,000 residents affected. Despite all these monies allocated to the CDC to assist with flood relief, yesterday, the head of the CDC, Colonel Hussein, was in here with his two long hands, assessing what is it you gotta assess, what is it to assess. You should have been in here with your team not today, weeks ago, to ensure that all the residents of Kwakwani help and relief for all the residents of Kwakwani, despite all these monies audited through the seas. Where are you heading now?
I've named the plan in there.
Bell, right? Madam Bell, safety. Bell, Bell.
Aye.
The song is on?
So we're currently on the road here.
Or the road is normally past here?
Yeah, there's a road we're on.
Okay.
We're currently on the road. This guy left his car and went up to Yonamco and he come back. The car left right there.
Look at the house.
That's how fast the water rise.
By the windows.
So we're currently on the road here.
Come with the boat.
Mali, long car.
Don't.
Yeah.
Cappy? How things, how things? How the water got you? Bad. Go around and look at the car.
Yeah, this guy leave his car here to go in the back dam and come back. By the time he reach back, the car leave right there. Water is very fast, like within a day. I hope you get insurance.
No, you you. So this is the road here, right?
Yeah, this is the road going along Jeep Landing here. So
Kwakwani is a flood-prone area, right? The CDC, we all know of this, and yet, up to today, no flood relief brought for the residents of Kwakwani. I heard the CDC, they were in here yesterday, and they came with absolutely nothing, despite monies allocated through the CDC.
78 billion.
And even with the hampers, right? Even with the hampers, they got corruption with the hampers.
Exactly.
Let's say if a hamper costs $10,000, the person that get a contract to supply the hampers, selling it back for $20,000
Double.
for a hamper. Can you believe this? MYO does normally get a contract to supply the hampers. And same Colonel Hussein, who's the head of the CDC, he's a member of MYO. Conflict of interest. It's like he awarded himself the contracts to supply the hampers. The head of the CDC. You understand?
I understand.
So the head of the CDC supplying the hampers to the CDC. So the corruption is rampant.
All over. Kifi, we share both sides. Because by the time we load up, says us to go down Puru side. Share both sides.
Yeah.
Put on a
Sit
jacket.
there. Yeah. Sit there. And put on a jacket, yeah. How long now the residents of Kwakwani underwater?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I've been reporting since the 29th of May.
3 weeks they're underwater. And no help from the government of Guyana. No help from the government of Guyana. Yesterday, the head of the CDC came in here. Empty hands. Empty hands. To assess what? What is it to assess? That 250 households affected? And this is going on for a number of years. We all know Kwakwani is a flood-prone area. But absolutely, they're not prepared for this. Now I heard they're going to prepare hampers. No.
Now,
We should have had a safe home in Kwakwani. Not today, years ago. When the water come up high, residents ain't got to rush to move their things, and so we prepare for this.
exactly, we're reporting for this 3 weeks now, we're reporting every day.
Now the CDC is another place where massive corruption going on, as I mentioned with the hampers. Imagine we got corruption with hampers and all.
It's one family, so we can just keep them.
And left everything for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Where you going over? Make sure you lose me.
My Lorna.
So when they head for the CDC, when they were in here yesterday going, what they mentioned, what was said?
Basically, they talk more about people moving to higher ground.
But what provisions they made?
Well, I would have indicated that, you know, while flooding going on across the country, Georgetown, nobody's moving. And even if people want to move, there's no
but you gotta
provision for them
understand.
to move.
1 second. You got to understand in Georgetown in Region 4, we would get flood and then the water would recede. But in this area, the water would take but 2 months
Yeah.
before it can drop off. So what provisions for the residents?
To put into perspective, after the 2021 flood, a number of residents moved to the higher ground, but no provision was made. There's no infrastructure there, there's no water, there's no light since 2021. And so even to people that wanted to move, it makes no sense moving because you don't have access to potable water. You don't have access to the utilities that, you know, will make life comfortable. And in fact, last year, the government spent $250 million right in Lamp Island building a road that is underwater. So if you're encouraging moving, why
Build a
you
road.
giving your friend's contract? We can understand that the person who get the contract would have donated a pickup for the 2025 campaign, who get a contract to do the Lamp Island Road.
So who's the
I can't
person?
remember the Mohammed. I think it's a
Or
Mohammed.
this same guy, Mohammed, excavating?
Yeah, I think
I
it's a
noticed a
Mohammed
set of
also.
machines in front on the way coming in. What's going on there now? With
Well,
this,
they have-
what's the project about?
That is a housing project that they started last year for residents to get house lot. There's a couple miles away from the township. I don't know when that will be self-sustaining, because there's no company or anything to
But
take
nothing
off.
going
Nothing
on
going
there.
on there. That is a $500 million contract that was awarded last year, just before election, to 3 contractors to do that scheme.
Who are the 3 contractors?
One, I believe, is Chetram, and 2, I can't remember the lady name, but they just identify her as the woman with the Rubicon, and another contractor who would have been awarded those contracts.
Remember when we leave, I want to stop in to see what's going on there.
Exactly.
Because all I see in there is a couple truckload of sand.
And it's almost 1 year now. Not almost, it's 1 year now since that contract is being awarded. The people of Kwakwani was taken there and were shown their house lot on a projector screen before election. 1 year now after election, and that project is yet to be completed for person to have access to those house lot.
Okay. So going in Guyana, we got Kwakwani, Morataro, Malali, the Mahaika River, Maikoni. Those are flood-prone areas.
Yeah.
But yet, I'm not seeing any work done, any relief brought to the residents.
To this area, exactly.
Where is the money going? That is my point. What are they doing with the money?
And it's half the year already. Where does $78
Exactly.
billion going?
Then they're going to come next year for more money. You understand?
I understand.
Because if 1 month now, the residents underwater in Kwakwani, and the government of Guyana ain't even bringing one bleach, not even a bleach for the residents, where the money going? Where the money going?
The resident 25 hamper was brought in,
Oh, they brought 25 hampers?
I think, from the RDC.
Who brought the hampers?
Who brought the hampers? Oh,
No. Who brought it? The CDC?
no. The RDC.
Oh, no, we're talking about the CDC.
No, the CDC
ma'am.
didn't bring any. There's the RDC. I think that's sent in
The
by
CDC, the
RU.
mandate of the CDC is to ensure that relief, right? We must bring relief to residents underwater, flood victims. So absolutely nothing was done through the CDC.
Same to you.
I get like.
So 1 month underwater.
Nothing.
Yet in Kwakwani, no safe home, no relief. The residents are left stranded on their own. Stranded. So Goring was the position with the REO convening the meeting so we can elect the regional chairman for Region 10. I ain't hear you saying anything on this.
Well, that I would have met with the REO. The REO haven't given no indication that he is willing to call a meeting. I believe he has to get instruction from his political boss. But what is appalling I noticed 2 days ago the REO put out a statement reaching with the MNTC councillors, and he have 18 councillors, and he did not call a meeting yet to meet with his 18 councillors so that they can,
All right, sir.
start the work of the RDC.
Yes, yes.
Right? In Region 10, we're still at a stalemate where the REO is yet to recall or reconvene the meeting to break the tie between Mark Goring of WIN and Dominic Blair of APNU, who would have secured 9 votes each from the 18 councillors. Hence, it's over 3 weeks now the REO would have got an opportunity to fill out his office, to acquaint himself with all his staff, and
he can give the rest of the houses
and all his responsibility. And now we would have expected, since we're in a flood time, since we're in a flood situation, we would have expected that he would have reached with his councillors so that the councillors can actually be in the fields in Region 10, assessing the situation and bringing back recommendation to the council. So while one will give the REO, commendation for meeting with residents and meeting with the MNTC council, the most important councillors are the RDC councillors who was elected by the people of Region 10 to serve in their capacity for the next 5 years, and the REO is yet to meet with his RDC councillors to reconvene a meeting so that we can have a functioning council. So right now the council is functioning in a half-a way.
So that guy carrying into these?
Yes.
So we are calling on the REO, Mr. Dr. Gregory Harris, to do his constitutional duty, which is to reconvene the meeting for the election of the chairman and the vice chairman, so that Region 10 after the election, we're 7-8 months after election, I believe 9 months after election, and Region 10 is yet to have an elected chair.
So we're
and
using
vice
the
chair.
small boats again?
You don't give all here? So yeah, we go for here. And then, what pass the cord here? Go what pass though?
And then the small boat can shuttle in.
Oh. Well, when he come in, we could have put in who gonna get over here, could transfer it over to the small boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so back to the RDC matter. So we will call on the diplomatic corps, all opposition MPs, opposition supporters, followers, to sound their voice on this matter, that Region 10 could move forward with the business of the region. Can't allow one person to make the decision when you have 18 councillors to make decision on behalf of the people of Region 10. That is what the people voted for. And so the government would have control currently 8 regions and still trying to have their feet on the neck of Region 10 by not having a constituted council. Because since this flooding, the RDC chairman should have called an emergency meeting to deal with this matter, but that was not done.
Now what I'm saying, the water over here affected more, yes. Good afternoon. Yes, yes, yes. Collect. Can collect on the side, right there.
Thank you very much.
You could give her one on the side.
How much coming off here?
Why we dealing with the side here for us? All right, all right.
Come, come collect it. Yeah.
Hi, morning, morning. How are you?
No bar, no catch. One more. Don't mix them two things. Don't mix them. Don't mix them. Don't mix them. Don't mix them. Good.
Come get front on here. Front and collect for Annette, no? Collect for Annette. It's your collection.
So, Erica,
Yeah?
for the set over there that the small boat got going, you could put it in the small boat for me now. So as you going up in, just able to go in.
Well, we got a point over there and then we can load
And then
up.
we're going to load it over.
Yeah.
All right. How much are you dropping here now?
Goring, you need to talk on the about the CDC. They already collect a lot of money this year. We want to
78
set up
billion.
hampers and distribute throughout the country in Mahaika, Maikoni, Kwakwani, Moritaro, Malali,
Yaribo,
the
Kamako,
flood-prone areas.
Old
You need to
England,
speak on that so
Nottinghamshire.
people can understand. Listen to me, please. You need to speak on it so people can understand. Money is budgeted for these things. 1 month now, Kwakwani underwater. No relief. Absolutely no relief for the residents of Kwakwani.
Exactly. So over 3 weeks now, we've been reporting on this matter since last month. Since the 29th of May, I am Kwakwani, indicating to the disaster preparedness group burn for everybody. Everybody we burn for. Huh?
Thank you, son. Come, you take out one for Annette.
Hi. Thank you, love. How you doing? Where are the babies? Oh, they gone to church. Yeah, so after 3 weeks, we're yet to see the Civil Defense Commission bring flood relief to the Kwakwani area. Over 3 weeks now, we're reporting that Kwakwani waterfront, Lamp Island, and Jeep Landing is underwater.
Auntie?
Oh, somebody threw the box.
All
Little boy, come, just pick up this box here, please. We don't want a litter. We don't want a
No,
litter.
I'm
We don't
upset,
want
you know,
litter.
because a month passed since y'all underwater. 1 month and absolutely nothing from the government.
You try in the front?
Huh?
Uh-huh. Look the safe in the back.
But where you gonna move and go?
Put it up in the garbage so that it could burn. He is now joining the live leader of the opposition and team is currently in Kwakwani waterfront, Jeep Landing and Lamp Island, distributing flood relief hamper to residents that has been affected, over 250 residents.
Yeah, but you gotta
Currently
explain so
directly
people can understand that the residents
affected.
along the Borabis River in Kwakwani, their houses underwater for 1 month. It's not like in Georgetown, we can
Where
get
the
a flood
water
for a
go
day
off.
and then the water gonna recede.
And to put this into perspective, while you're seeing some area here of land, these people don't have access to mainland Kwakwani because
Yeah,
the
Cappy,
park road
maybe head over there.
is completely flooded, cut off. So this person cannot go to Kwakwani Park without a boat.
Everybody
to
get
buy,
here? That's okay.
Any stuff. So they are completely cut off. Every movement they have to make from here, they have to get boats. So though you might be seeing road here, this road is being cut off from the mainland. Children cannot go to school from here unless the family get a boat to take them to the mainland. So residents along this area, waterfront that would have been affected, they would have come to this landing and received their flood relief hamper. So we will continue to call on the CDC to ensure that person have flood relief hamper that can last them. If you notice, and they're compounding. Don't know if you can see the water from here. Over there. Across the road. So the water is blocking them in. Beyond this building, there is water in the entire swamp there.
We work in that end, and then we can come down back. Yes.
What gonna happen? Huh?
Yeah. I want to go into, Cappy, I want to go into all the houses myself. This one side, right? So if your boat can't go in, we transfer to that one and go in. We work in this one side going up.
Are we done here? We got to go up a little more.
Good.
You're done here already. You got to go up. Part of the flooding, part of the reason for the flooding is the Borbis River. During the dry season, at low tide, you can walk till in the middle of this river. There's large sandbanks. So if this river is being dredged regularly, where the Ministry of Public Works and the Civil Defense Commission come together and put a resource into this river to dredge this patch, at least this river dredge another 20 foot, we'll be able to take off large volume of water coming down from the riverhead so that it can have a smooth flow out to the Borbis River. So we're calling on the Minister Wanejil, and the Prime Minister who is responsible for the Civil Defense Commission to collaborate and ensure that the Demwara and the Borbis River, especially around from the Mackenzie Wisma Bridge going right up to Yarabo, to be dredged. And this area currently, a 2-mile stretch that we're in from the top of Lamp Island coming right
When
down.
last this area was dredged?
Apparently, it's so long, person hardly could remember.
Well, you got to let the viewers understand.
Yeah, so
you got to mention when last. I heard it's over 15 years.
More than that.
Right?
This river haven't been dredged. So large sandbank built
up.
So
think about it. If they dredge the river, about how long? About half
about
of
2
a mile?
miles.
Or 2 miles.
Uh-huh.
And we get the sand out. That means more water going to store in the river.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Take a longer time before it overflowed banks.
That's right, yeah.
So this was recommendation that come out since 2021 flood, and it was never done. People moved to Jeep Landing. There was never afforded the luxury of light or water.
You living there?
She don't collect over the river there just now. She come and collect.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw her?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going in here now?
Of road.
Yeah.
To make their life easier.
You sure that spot everyone get? And that spot when the guy collect you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everybody come straight down right.
How you doing? there. Amanda is okay. Huh? So one picture.
So the residents here bring a garland for the leader of the opposition.
They will come up at this.
Bring the boat closer. Captain.
Come up.
Hey, big man. Hey,
Drive
bring
up.
up your boat. Push up the boat. Push up the boat.
Hi, hi, hi. Morning, morning to you. So residents come to show their appreciation
Please move it.
to the leader of the opposition.
Camera's there.
You put it on. Or let me get a picture with you. Yeah. This is okay. You keep it, right? Yeah. They can collect one time. That's okay. Yeah.
Huh?
You want picture? Come up. Take your time.
Sure.
You really want this thing on me? Go down a little. Yeah. I should keep it. You keep it as my present to you. Yes, yes. We coming in, we coming in.
I'm going with the small boat.
Yeah. Morning. Nice seeing you. You get one?
No.
Show one and everything.
I'll jump over in the small boat.
Hold on, you gotta collect it. You carrying us yet? Oh, they already get. Oh, you want a picture? All right.
They two come inside there already.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, you live in here? Yes, you gotta know in case.
Oh, you get a camera.
Come on, see. So I can take the picture. As we come.
I keep focusing.
Oh, this is the great alligator bar.
You're not too
The
far,
alligator bar further.
Uncle.
There's like a video. You done?
Come bring the phone, let me see. Bring the phone.
So I can take this picture now.
Let me see.
I got this small boat, Brini. Small boat, and bring him up.
No, it's a video you doing
Going
all
up.
the thing. Good.
Yeah. Small boat, and bring him up.
Let me see.
Alligator bar.
Well, how far up residents living? Like a mile? Okay, okay. I like going myself and see how they, the living and how the water affect them. Almost done. No, we work from the crossing this side. Yeah. You can put me over back in the boat. Okay.
Thing for me phone. Now the bus roll in.
Excuse me. Oh.
Yeah, so you're now joining the live. We're here and on the Borbis River, along the Kwakwani waterfront, jeep landing, Lamp Island. The leader of the opposition doing distribution. Kwakwani over 3 weeks now. Kwakwani is underwater, and we're yet to see any flood relief distribution from the CDC. So far, we understand 25 hamper was distributed by the RDC in this area. Nevertheless, the leader of the opposition is here to fill up that void that has been created.
No, but you need to speak on the CDC. I don't want to hear about the RDC. The CDC, billions of dollars allocated through the CDC to assist flood victims. 1 month passed. And the CDC ain't even bringing a Marvex, even a bleach, even a Fabuloso, not even a hamper. That is what you need to speak on. Because taxpayers' money allocated every year to assist flood victims. But where the money going?
Exactly.
Where the money going?
We're in 6 months now. 6 months now into the year. The CDC got a budget of $78 billion. $78 billion. And yet, not a hamper has been distributed in this area so far. We now understand that they're now coming to, or now going and prepare hampers for distribution while person underwater for over 3 weeks. Over 3 weeks, and yet. So we call on the CDC to mobilize resources to ensure that, persons being taken care of, the money is budgeted there for residents who would suffer in any disaster situation. So you want to ensure that the CDC fulfill their mandate to bring flood relief.
What about that one?
Currently in the Lamp Island area. And we're
over
here
this one?
to distribute hamper to everyone.
What about the yellow house? What about the yellow house here?
dormers.
But there's not like two houses there?
One person living.
In the blue and this black
Yeah,
place?
yeah.
Oh. This one? Because I'm going to go with this one.
I don't keep you ready. Yeah, just pass. Yeah.
Put the empty box in there. Bro.
Send it out.
So the head of the CDC is Colonel Hussein. Now Colonel Hussein is an executive member of the MYO, the Muslim Youth Organization. And the MYO, they would receive the contract to supply hampers back to the CDC. You understand, Goring?
Conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest. It's like the head of the CDC awarding himself the contracts
Exactly.
to supply hampers. Now, if one of the hampers costs, let's say, 10,000, the state paying $20,000, the government of Guyana paying $20,000 for one hamper.
There's
So we
the
got corruption
there's the
even on the
corruption way.
hampers. You ready? Where we going? Yeah. You gotta let the viewers understand. They must understand the level of the corruption. Now I heard they ain't even got a hamper in Georgetown right now. Not even a hamper.
So yours is smaller boats to go into the houses so that we can ensure that residents receive their hamper. This house here, water completely in every room, take over every room.
Flash some. Uncle?
Morning, morning. Where on this? How things? Blessed, blessed.
You want to collect key, Uncle?
Young lady in front.
Yes, hold on, right?
Say,
Yes.
know all the personnel that
Let's get some. This is for where? This one? No, it's not. Nobody living here, right?
currently at the Lamp Island area during distribution.
So it's for this one. Where should the Georgetown? Or you can give it to, or you can give it to her first. Yeah. Right? Just rest it now and collect this other one.
I remember we sent out, right?
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
You don't send to this house? Don't send to this house? So we can move up.
There we go. Oh, okay.
Hello. Morning.
You think anything
Yeah.
for me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where we going, Maxine?
No. Listen to me. Sir. Listen to me. We're not picking and choose. Listen to me. No, we're gonna come. No, we're coming back there. We're going straight up. We're gonna everybody will get.
Yeah.
we're gonna come
Right.
back waterfront there. Everybody gonna get. We already. I make sure that earmark everybody. It's over 200 persons. So we're gonna ensure that everybody.
How long must you go,
So
Uncle?
don't worry with that. We're gonna come back right here. Where's your name? I know it's what Anto. Okay. Godfrey. Huh? Oh. Yeah, we can come back there. Sashi does talk to you. Yeah, we can come back there. Uh-huh. Yes, my boy. Yeah, we're going on. When we ready for when we start load for come down there, cause we load your stuff yet. I want to let you know. So we are distributing right now. So when we done distributor, we get on the boat, we load up your stuff for come down. They're gonna take a little while. Yeah, man. Bless him to you, buddy. Oh well, we got finish here, and then we are gonna load your stuff. So when we start loading stuff, I'm gonna call you and tell you where we loading, and so you're gonna average. Bless. Rick, you left for court? Court.
Yeah.
Kali say court again.
Yeah.
Ali says more again. Kali. Uh-huh. Who got it?
Trenton, I give Trenton one for him and one for Sister Jenny. But she was asking for one for baby when we drive up, so tell her we
Alright, go up. Go up. Waiting on him? Here? Okay.
and the girl, so and the free.
Okay.
The free house. They have her on inside the boat.
Huh? She got control. Huh? Who we name? Desmond.
They travel out here.
Ready to drop off over there?
Yeah.
Who drop off over there?
We gave you two back. One was there and one was here.
Oh, well, you gotta give me back a bag for you. Because the other person went to do some eye surgery. No, bring it over here. Here. Over here. Like you're tired already, or? Hmm? Good. That's now.
Yeah, we're now joining the live. The opposition leader is doing distribution of flood relief hampers to residents in Kwakwani, waterfront Lamp Island. So for persons who along waterfront, I received some call from person, we didn't miss you. We're gonna come down back, we're going up to the top of Lamp Island and we'll come back to you guys. We would ensure that we don't miss anyone. We're here to operate responsible to make sure that all residents that has been affected by this flood water receive a hamper. We're using a
How you doing?
boat. The leader of the opposition who is going in
You're underwater
to
there.
deliver this hamper personally to you
Bring something here.
and to greet you on this
collect it there.
beautiful Father's Day.
What is a step down? Is your kids? All right. Enjoy the day. Bye bye. Yeah.
Huh? Family at the back there?
Oh, he be out here?
Same people. So we 3 weeks, the 4th week into the flooding, and yet the CDC
Check your phone. Check your phone.
yeah, CDC is yet to do any distribution in the Kwakwani area.
I'll send you something.
But we are here, the leader of the opposition team is here, ensure that everyone receive a flood relief hamper.
Here we go now.
Right out by Andy, right? By Andy, yeah.
No, but this course.
This person then at home at the moment, so we can just leave it to this system over there. Let me share it.
Gotcha. No problem.
Yeah, so for person who just joined in the live, we're here in Kwakwani waterfront. We're currently in Lamp Island area, leader of the opposition.
You gotta take it, Huge.
Is distributing hamper itself, he and his team, ensuring that each and every household have a flood relief hamper.
Message.
So if you inside, just come out, look out for us. We're here to make sure that everyone is being served. As you can see, today's Father's Day, and the lady is busy in the river, ensuring that every family benefited. When the government should have been here weeks ago. Slow down. Slow down. Yeah, the government should have been here weeks ago to ensure that residents is being looked after. The CDC would have gotten in the 2026 budget
here?
$78 billion for flood relief and other disaster that will occur throughout the year. And yet we have not seen anything as yet. And I was here to do an assessment after we would have been updating them for the past 6 weeks, for the past 3 weeks, sorry. Nothing have done as yet. We also calling on the CDC and the Ministry of Public Works to mobilize resources to dredge this river from the top of Lamp Island right through, so that when the water comes, it will have a smooth path, you know. Put over a box in the thing, man. Put over a box in the small boat. Yeah, put a box of bleach and a box of below, so. If you, Erica,
Yeah?
put over the hampers into the small boat, and you go over into the small boat with the leader, and it'll be quicker.
Put over.
Yeah, that put over a box.
In this one. This one got a shed.
Put
Yeah.
over there,
Huh?
no, yeah.
The smaller boat.
He said this one had a shed.
Come over.
Go with the one with the shed?
Yeah.
Well, then go with the one with the shed. Stay go with the one with the shed.
Yeah.
What about 15? Yeah.
You gotta put that over there too.
Yeah, so we yet to see any movements so far in terms of the CDC coming into this area and distributing flood relief hampers, a bleach, some soap powder, some chase fluid, so that residents, you know, a lot of residents complain about snakes they have to deal with. One resident who went by yesterday, he killed a big labario. He said he had sighting of about 8 snakes so far in his yard.
But that's okay there. Yeah. So let me go over here one time. You know where everyone
Where
say
can
you
you go
can go
for?
over to.
And
Yeah.
Pablo, so. Release the boat, let's go forward.
Y'all gonna come in close too.
Come. No, what?
Hold it. You come out.
Yeah, I just hold you there.
Okay.
You won't go back, right? Come on. Come on.
No, she gotta come. She know everyone. Good. She know the
When
residents,
they done
right?
this, over this one side to the top. Yeah, so leader of the opposition, he will be ensuring that each and every one, each
Remember they're still
side
connected, right?
we pull into to
Why you
ensure
want this?
everyone have
You ain't got none of that. You
a
understand?
hamper. Now while we're here, let us talk about the RDC, dysfunctional RDC at the moment. There's a yes, the RDC, the dysfunctional RDC at the moment. So we calling on the REO to ensure that the RDC meeting, statutory meeting, is convened. And let me put it into perspective. It's 1 year now. There is no RDC meeting. 1 year now. No RDC meeting. No oversight of the RDC. And we want to ensure that we have oversight. When there's no oversight, a lot of stuff been happening. There's a matter, there's so much matter that is occurring at schools, at health center, and all these different things. The RDC is not meeting so that the committees can actually discuss and recommend. We in budget 20, preparation for budget 2027, and we haven't known yet who are the person that currently is being awarded contracts. Yet to know those persons who has been awarded contracts for 2026. And so this RDC need to meet so that we can have our statutory meeting. All these house underwater. Not too far. Yes, we want to ensure that our council is properly constituted. Our councillors are in place so that they can go out into the different area, they can see what is happening, they can come back to council and report. Yeah, report on everything that is going on in and around the region at council. Those things can be ratified. RE alone cannot do the council work plus his work. That is what the PPP will want to see happen. They will want to see a one party operating and making decisions for the people in Region 10. But Region 10 voted for a council, and they want to ensure that their council is in place, councillors to make decisions. Person want to lodge a complaint, they cannot lodge their complaint because, they're not speaking to people that has been empowered by the Constitution, by your vote. You would have voted for 18 councillors in Region 10, in which WIN have 9, Fort Guyana 1, PVP 3, APNU 5, making up 18. And so residents want to ensure that they are properly represented. They would have seen the government come and share out tanks, black tanks to person. There is 3 black tanks floating in the water there. There are 3 black tanks floating in the water. There's a distribution the government would have made before the flooding. Those black tanks tied onto the cashew tree there. While some person get 2, some person get 3, person get 1. There are still persons who complain that they didn't receive. Yeah, there's a lot. If you look over there, you'll see tanks floating. There's 2 tied by that house there floating. I believe I see 2 more somewhere underwater, tie-on. And this is what I've been speaking about. Along this corridor here, the government would have encouraged these people to move from Lamp Island, but yet the government invested $250 million to build a road, and that road is currently underwater, right along there, along this corridor, till to the ball field. The road, there's the light pole there. That one would have fall. $250 million just before election to build a road. Why are you encouraging now? Make that make sense. You're encouraging person from here to move to higher ground. The higher ground that you encourage them to move to, from since 2021, there is no light there in Fruitsville. There is no road there. There is no portable water. The kids have to go down a steep gully to get access to a clear water creek, to get water to bathe before they go to school in the morning. And when it's dry season, it's even worse. During the rainy season, they can able to set containers and catch water so that they can drink and other stuff. They're long there. Yeah, so these persons move, a lot of persons move to Fruitville, that is up top on the hill on the higher ground. There is also another land at the crushing plant area. I could remember this residents would have do a petition and write the government for those land, and yet they did not even respond to the people for those land. We see now the Chinese open sawmill on those land, and other persons from out of Kwakwani would have taken up those land that the people would have asked for, and they would have been placed far away from the township. And so those are some of the things that, you know, we have to guard against. Yeah, those are some of the things that we have to guard against. That's all. So all these areas would have seen here in Lamp Island, government build road right through. So while the government gonna come during rainy season, the CDC they're gonna come and tell you, oh, the people need to move. Ask yourself why the government built a road all along this corridor Right there, the road pass right there. $250 million road. Underwater. Every year, just before election. And where you're telling the people to move to, no road was built there. There's a ball field in there. We're going to get into the ball field there where part of the road is. And yet, yeah, while encouraging the people to move, you invest in 250. No resource would have seen in what is area name? Letem, in the 2021 flood, where the same person in Letem families receive $1 million each to, help them start with building. And since then, I have been calling on the government to do the same courtesy for the people in Lamp Island, in Ship Landing. You're encouraging them to move, help them with something to move, help them with $1 million per family to move. I forgot catch. Catch a live for them. I catch them. Yes, we want to see the same courtesy for persons who would have lost farms, would have gone underwater, persons who would have lost livestock. We want to hear what the CDC is saying in terms of compensation for persons. We know normally when these disasters occur in quarantine and those area persons go to Erica the small boat. Go to Erica the small boat. Yeah, we want to see the same compensation to residents in this area. We want to make sure, we want to see the CDC distributing resources to those persons. Where is the distribution to those persons? From my understanding, part of those money that the CDC received, the $78 billion for distribution, for disaster, person should be able to be compensated. Person who lost the farm, Mr. Oswald, who have a large farm, would have lost a lot during the 2021 flood. And now we in flood waters again. Mr. Oswald there is in flood water again. And we want to see what the CDC will do for him to ensure that he have compensation for his farm. The same compensation that is given to people in quarantine and other PPP stronghold. We want to see the CDC giving those people also, an opportunity to build back. Because the river, we want to, we want to ensure that everyone, receive the same benefit. Yeah, we want to ensure that everyone receive the same benefit. If persons have losses, at least they must able to benefit from this country. As I was saying, the riverbanks is where the most fertile lands are, where a person can have access to water to irrigate their farm. So you will have persons living along the banks. They will have persons who will be providing themselves, their family, and residents with fresh vegetables and so on. So they will plant along the river banks. They will mind their livestock along the river banks. And so we expect that when the disaster come, the government must be able to assist them. Yeah, government must be able to assist them when they suffer the same fate. Near water, river. I'm going for the inside. Yeah, to the top we're going. Yeah, we're going to the top. The first at the house them. By the Wilsons. So we're currently in Lamp Island area. We're currently in Lamp Island where persons are being affected the most by the flood water. We'll come back to this house. We'll start from the top and come down. And yes, persons are living in these houses that you're seeing. Drive up, catch up the boat. Oh.
So you get big, and the people that want to float to it, like the valve itself. That's the last house, right?
Yeah. Now, so this house, actually that White House there, a family actually living there, and the riverbank could have started right where it is. Trees are, that's the riverbank. This is an island.
I think we should wait them somewhere here, man.
No.
That's the last 1,000.
Yeah. So we have families living there. We come down back and come through there. Go straight up, go straight up. Go straight up. Straight up. So we are at the top of Lamp Island. Yeah, we are at the top of Lamp Island. This is the last, or we could say the last family in the Lamp Island area. Yeah, this is the last family in the Lamp Island area. So we're saying that if the CDC and the Ministry of Public Works can collaborate and dredge this river from up here for about 2 miles going down, the water will be able to move a little smoother. So this family up here, they're completely cut off. I believe the road ends here. Mr. Wilson! The leader of the opposition is doing distribution himself. So this is the last family in Lamp Island. The Wilson's family. And we head down back Lamp Island area. Moving on now. I gotta get more stocks to put over. Need some more stocks, sir?
All these houses underwater.
Every house. And this is the hardest hit area so far. And know that this flood water will be here for the next 2 months. So we call in on the CDC to ensure that, you know, a proper distribution is being done so that persons can be have something, you know, of substance. If it's now joining the line live, we're in the Lamp Island area. The leader of the opposition, Mr. Leader Mohamed, Mr. Mark Goring, who is still the current vice chairman until one is being elected, with responsibility for Kwakwani, the sub-region area, Laudersville, and Huru. Those areas would have been affected by the flood water also, and we want to ensure yeah.
Mr. Goring.
Yes, sir.
To let the viewers know about how much money allocated through the CDC every year to assist flood victims. Yet 1 month, Kwakwani residents underwater. Absolutely no assistance from the government of this.
While the CDC have over $78 billion in the 2026 budget, we yet to see any of that money spent in Kwakwani. Yet to see any of that money spent in Kwakwani. And we are in the 4th week since this area started to experience flooding since May, 29th of May. I've been reporting on this matter, reporting yeah, we have been reporting on this matter concerning the flooding, and yet no resource to these persons. We'll continue to activate, as you know, Leader of the Opposition is here to ensure that persons benefited from a flood relief hamper. Every family along the Lamp Island waterfront area receive a food hamper. So we hear all these residents completely cut off the road. We're currently on the road here. These residents completely cut off from the mainland. I believe the current here have to disconnect because the water can rise at any time. Get a family here. Hello. I do acrobat. Yeah. Take out for here. Yeah, there's a road here.
This is the road we're traveling on?
Yeah, there's a road. So this is the road we on at the moment. Yeah. They gotta cry back one to the White House, right? Yeah. So we're currently in Lamp Island itself. We're on the road in Lamp Island here. Yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, we're on the road in Lamp Island here. And
hearing government before to see these people suffer.
Before they respond.
Just can't believe it. 1 month now they're under water. Absolutely no assistance to the residents.
See? Need to change government. We need to be in government. Huh? Or, yeah, well, we can keep the hamper to distribute to them. All who would have moved, we're going to take their hamper to the shelter, wherever they are. So that's collect those information. Shadir? Alright, come collect for her. So we're in the Lamp Island area here. Back tank.
1, 2, 3 out.
You down the road.
That's
Go there, moms, go there. So,
explain to the viewers so they can
alright.
understand that the road
So-
and then the ball field.
There's a ball field here.
Ball
You see the goal post.
goal post.
We're currently on a $250 million road that the government would have built here. While telling the people with the same breath, you need to move, they invest in the money here. Instead of helping the people with the same money that you're spending to build a road that they can't use when the water
You
rises.
need to let them know why they build the road to give
Huh?
their friends the contract.
Exactly. We understand that the person that got the road just before election would have benefited $250 million, and that person would have donated a pickup to the 2025 campaign for the party.
So along this road, how many houses? About 20?
In this whole Lampalin area, about 20 something houses.
Think about it. The government could have built 40 houses. They could have relocated the residency, put them on higher land, and built 40 houses at $6 million each.
And put them inside.
Concrete houses. But they prefer to give the friends and family these contracts and while the people suffer.
Exactly. Uncle.
Going into Uncle.
Can't reach it.
Try to go as slow as possible.
Coming in the Uncle. I'll make sure everybody in here gets ready.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah, this is the hardest hit area. They completely cut off from mainland Kwakwani. They would have suffered a lot of loss. Yeah. They would have suffered a lot of loss here. Huh? How's going? Yeah. And there's Mr. Mohamed. Yeah, same to you, my brother.
Yes, sir. Really sorry. Really sorry about that. So, how long will the water? Like it's a month. A month. You saw any representatives from the government of Guyana coming in here to visit you to assist with any plans? Or no one? Along with the government of the PPP government. So tell me, how can the government claim that they care for the people and we have residents living underwater for a month
Month now with no relief.
with no relief?
1 month. Oh, the small boat.
You want to plug me one outlet to that? Yeah, this doesn't give you anything. You don't give that an adapter?
So we'll continue to ensure that, we look out for the people of Region 10.
Senior
Yeah.
citizen underwater for 1 month.
We gotta,
No representative from the government came to visit them. Or at least just show up to visit them at least.
the other thing we will want to know, Uncle, since you're underwater, the pension,
How you get the pension and so?
I go push off now.
You just get off of this one, so.
Don't go down.
Alright, don't go. You headed off.
By the way, the line still have current? Still have current. All right. But you guys will be safe till we check again. All right.
Yes, no problem.
So this is the Lamp Island ball field. I was here a few months ago. Nice green lush grass. And now you can actually do water sport here on the ball field. One goal post, the goal post on this end would have already covered. So you only could see one goal post. Right around this area there's another goal post, but the water is so high the goal posts disappear. Huh? Yeah, they got next goal post right here. Another goal post right here. This is how high the water there. Huh? No, does that one and this one and have a goal post right on here.
Yeah.
Right by the road you get a goal post. So there's how high the water there.
About 6 feet of water.
Exactly. I went there the other day to see both goal posts. When we first start come and assess, both goal posts are the same. Now you only see one goal post.
Traveling on the Barbies River. Love the black waters, huh?
That's the river over there.
We're traveling on the road here. So share the live. As you come in, share the live. Black tank floating. Most of the black tank the government rushing and share. Currently floating. Good.
All right.
Uncle.
Let me go in. I want to get off it, uncle.
That's reverse.
You got to hear from the seniors, you know.
You could ask him if you remember the last year we did the dredging.
Uncle, how long you living here? 30 years? More than 30. At this same spot? 30 years. When last did you rescue it?
I tried to remember.
More than 15. Do you think the dredging, maybe a mile of dredging, will assist? You're going to able to truck more water than the land.
Yeah, when the water low, you could walk over the river. Okay. The dredging will most definitely
Uncle, you know, millions of dollars being allocated to the cities to assist flood victims. This is not now, this is happening on
every year.
every year. The government for millions keep the job, assist job, and pass on. Nothing. No assistance. No one. Go hide the water, look at the tank.
The tank on a stressful.
And the tank on a
You
dresser.
want already, right?
Yeah, the rest are there.
Now will I go?
You can catch up, be traveling.
Alright, uncle.
See. We hope the water goes up. I want to work more like this, right?
Continue to travel on the Lamp Island concrete road. and the government with a bill.
Presently at Kwakwani,
After the big house, there is never
reaching out to
Yeah.
some victims. They're underwater for more than a month.
By the big house, there we go. By the big house,
Despite millions of dollars allocated through the CDC to assist flood victims. Now, Kwakwani is a flood-prone area.
Yeah.
A flood-prone area like the Maikoni, Creek, Mahaika, Portaro, Malali. And what is surprising is that monies are budgeted every year to assist
Somebody's
flood
here.
victims. No word is yet from the CDC. The CDC need to mobilize and come into these places and assist these residents. They must assist these residents. Now we got the head for the CDC, Colonel Hussein. Colonel Hussein is an executive member of the MYO. And the MYO is receiving the contract to prepare hampers. Now, that is a conflict of interest. You can't be the head for the CDC and awarding your company, your institution, the contract to supply hampers. How can that be possible? And now the prices that they are supplying these hampers for, the government of Guyana paying about $20,000 for a hamper.
Double the
hamper
price.
worth about $10,000.
Double the price.
Double the price. So even corruption with the hampers. Even corruption with the hampers. Now the profit that they are making, the MYO, that money
So they got to help more people.
exactly, to develop the infrastructure at MYO, Wolford Avenue. How can you believe that no work was done? My father, spent tens of millions of dollars in the MYO trust to develop that place. Now today, all of them, going to enjoy, the hard work that we put into that facility. And the profits from the hampers, we heard, is to develop the place. But it looked like the profit going into their pockets.
Profit going in somebody's pocket.
So you see the corruption, even a corruption with the hampers.
Big corruption.
The hampers going to people, that not flooded, and so their own party supporters.
And there's one of the things we're doing here to ensure that everybody, regardless of who you support, you receive a hamper today. For cây cấp pin con nem em. Okay.
When the CDC coming in here, when the CDC coming into Kwakwani?
Well, they haven't given any word when they're returning to assist with anything.
What are we
They
for next year budget to come in?
probably this year budget done. Yeah, So we're here for those who now joining the live. We're here, Leader of the Opposition is here meeting, talking with the residents, at the same time ensuring that every single resident, regardless of who you support, receive a hamper in the flood affected area. So we're not looking face, we're not looking race, we're not looking political affiliation. We're ensuring that everyone, every family, every household receive a flood relief hamper. But I think you should go on this small boat. Aye, pot. So we're finishing off Lamp Island area at the moment. Yeah, we're finishing up. Finishing off Lamp Island area at the moment, ensuring that every household receive a flood relief hamper. So we don't want to ground up. We're going to let a smaller boat go into the Lamp Island. I know most of you would have seen pictures from the Lamp Island area. We will take measurement from this pink house. There's the first place we normally measure how the water coming in from the famous pink house. So from day 4 yesterday, you could see the water drop about 8 inches. Well, that was going to be due to the tide. So once the tide drop a little, the water going to drop. And when the tide raise, the water gonna raise back. So these persons here, you see the kids there. For my first post, you would have seen, I would have standing right at this house here, in the water, roughly at my ankle, and now the water is quite up behind the house. Day before yesterday, it was almost in the house. So they would have got a little relief where the water drop a little bit. So the leader gonna go in there and ensure that residents receive the hamper. We still have another bus there with hampers to load up to take to our residents in Lauderdale area there. Ensure a resident in Kaikapin and so receive a hamper. Shucks. What's your name then? Thing for your son? Kali and Shaw. Your son, Kali. Anything for them? Ask everything should come on. They're a family by itself.
I see they went by the tech also, but me know if they get.
Nice down here. I wasn't sure. So currently every movement in the Lamp Island area is by boat. So you'll see the river very busy, boat going up and down. This is the only mode of transportation at the moment because the road is completely cut off. I think water high there though, pretty much high there. So you could, yeah. So we see Granny's there waiting for the leader of the opposition, the children there. Yeah, greeting the leader. How are we looking at it? Stacy, how are we looking at it? Shake up. We gotta shake this down before we open the bus though. Only? Well, then maybe we gotta share out. Yeah, we gotta share out before we go to the bus. The bus gonna get another 100 and something. One.
We don't share out on the side, just pick up and go down.
Uh-huh.
Straight down.
Yeah, we gotta empty this before we open the bus. All this got finished before we start packing from the bus. And we gotta take out another 120 from the bus.
And then drive and come up and load up.
So what we gonna do, what we could do is when we reach back there, all we gotta get, the rest we gotta go along here. We're gonna pack it off in a small boat and then we gotta go down, we're gonna start pack this boat before I go to Lauderdale.
Yeah, we got two small boats we could pack in.
Yeah, we can pack all them. Or we could left this in here and let them two small boats start pack.
Yeah, but we gotta get average of how much come out.
How much come out here? Well, we don't know that. I know we put 150 in here.
Yeah, what we gonna do? When we reach out, sir, we gonna load these in this small boat them. Okay, remember it's a pump with them, right?
Uh-huh.
And we gonna load them in this small boat, them boat the boat.
This boat could start putting over, so yeah, we'll start putting over some in this same small boat one time.
Yeah, we could have done start put
Yeah.
over in there.
But coming close. Start put over in a small boat for. Come around. Yeah, so we're currently on the Borbis River distributing hampers to the residents of Lamp Island. All right, so let us talk a little about the RDC. Currently, we're 6 months into 2026. That is about almost 10 months now since the 2025 election. And the Regional Democratic Council of Region 10 have not constituted a statutory meeting, have not called a statutory meeting yet, so that we can, start the business of the council, start our budget preparation for 2027. We see the REO is attempting to do the council work, and this government will want to tell you that they respect democracy. The president said he loved democracy, but yet there's undemocratic activities currently in Region 10. Region 10 is the only region that haven't completed their election for a chairman and a vice chairman. All 18 council would have sworn in, but the councillors are yet to operate constitutionally by having their first sitting of a meeting whereby the chairman will constitute his committee, the different committee, and place councillors as chairman of those committees, while at the same time the program heads for all those different programs like education, the regional education officer will be the secretary of the education committee, while the chairman will appoint a councillor as chairman of those committee, and that is what will go to all the other committee. The regional health officer becomes the secretary to that committee, and the chairman appoint a councillor to be a chairman. Yeah, for the chairman. And up to now, that process haven't been completed as yet. Yeah, up to now, that process haven't completed as yet. The REO, who is in office now for just over 3 weeks, or probably into his 4th week, I believe 4 weeks now, is yet to meet with his councillors. Now, you cannot operate in a council without meeting with your councillors. What is the purpose of you meeting with the MNTC Council when the MNTC Council have their councillors, have a mayor and a deputy mayor, and they have their mandate to manage the affairs of the council? Now you have a responsibility as the clerk of council to ensure that your meeting is called, you meet with the councillors of Region 10, the 18 councillors, and so that you can elect a chairman, the councillors can elect the chairman and the vice chairman and move on with the people business. Now, why the PPP want to ensure that Linden is being run undemocratically? We understand that there are a lot of corruption that happened under the previous administration, and it's over 1 year he is there. Yeah, over 1 year he is there and having no oversight. So we don't know what happened. We have reports of persons. We have reports of persons involved in corruption when it comes to the 10 days work. We understand that millions of dollars being siphoned off when the month is finished. Persons who haven't worked just going and sign and collect this money, and somebody's collecting. There's a whole corruption ring. And so we call on the vice president to investigate that matter, into that corrupt practice with the 10 days worker. We want to ensure that, we have value for money. There's a lot of persons that don't have work and all these different stuff. We want to ensure that those persons, is gainfully employed and benefiting from the 10 days work. So we're calling on the vice president to ensure he do an investigation on this matter. Go there. On this matter. You have to kill out your chickens. So she's saying there that they have to kill out their chicken. They're plucking the chicken currently. And ducks, because of the flood water, they no longer can, keep them, afford to, keep them in the pen. Most of the pen flood out. You good? Huh? Yeah, boat, everything you want to go in the 2 small boat. I'll pack them over. So we can start pack the big boat.
Watch your back.
Watch your back. Yes, the residents there say that they had to pluck out all the chicken. Auntie, how much chicken you pluck there? How much chicken you pluck? Oh. You see, they had to pluck out their chickens. Yes, so I was saying the REO have a responsibility. While it's commendable to go in and meet the resident, taking your officers, that is not the job of the officers. Officers, they have their job. They're executing officer. Your councillors are the people representative. Those are the people who have to come out into the fields, who have to keep meeting in their communities and constantly engage with the residents so that they can bring those resident concerns to the council, the committee meeting and statutory meeting. And load over more inside. Load over more in the small boat. Yeah, but load over in the small boat, so just.
If you know, since this water, I use it for some
Go on and sell them, eh? They have the guano, they have the chicken, they have the ducks.
I'll say that if it's come to that.
Let's see here. So the guys there, they're tying their guano. Leader of the opposition is there delivering flood relief hamper to the families that has been affected by the flood waters, ensuring that every single household receive a hamper, while at the same time engaging the resident, taking the opportunity to speak to the resident here, their concern and so onwards. You can find the bus straight to the boat. So this is the last set of house in Lamp Island that we're distributing to at the moment. I'll come out right here. Blessed, blessed. The guana look like it's going in a curry. Every single household, the leader is ensuring he go to deliver hampers to families. I'll let you know. I'm gonna ask her when she comes back. We have to pass there too. We have to pass you guys. So these are the last set of houses in Lamp Island that currently receiving their flood relief hamper from the leader of the opposition. He's there himself, ensuring that every household receive a hamper. Every household receives. You see the concrete road there. Government would invest 250 million right through Lamp Island. The road are currently underwater. Hey, going on there, boy? Yo! So the CDC, the Civil Defense Commission, which have the responsibility to ensure that residents. Hey, what's going on? Are you taking a Father's Day drink? This drink I'll go with some curry turtle though. This drink I'll go with some curry turtle, curry Guyana. Bonje. So the boys are taking a drink in the boat. Yeah, Civil Defense Commission have that responsibility. This is their responsibility to ensure that every residence, every household receive flood relief, at least, monitor. Some of the people, the water will go down in the area at some point, but majority, the water will take about a good 2 months period before it totally recede back in the river and where the road, you can use the road and so. We just want to ensure that the CDC prepare for that long haul and ensure that residents is being looked after. This is taxpayers' money. It is being budgeted for, and it's only right. It's only right that with the right of the tree we could actually pick 2 koyo and see what's going on. This koyo, this one, right now. So it have some young bearings there. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't be able to get up close into the koyo tree. Tal. We nga kidnap siya. We nga kidnap the boat. Come up here. Yeah, so we want to ensure, that we keep the CDC on the toes to ensure that residents is being benefiting from the patrimony of the 2026 budget.
4 years ago, 5 years ago, all these houses at the waterfront, government came in
Mark
and
them.
labeled all of them that they're going to get house slots for the project that didn't come into Kwakwani. And up to now, the project can't come.
Project only start last year, just before election. Erico, complete Lamp Island? Alright, so what we gonna do? Well, keep them the small boat. I will take a count here and Paco gotta go down so and complete the one something for him. And the rest will go along here, gonna go in the. So let's go in there and collect from the bus now. So we're gonna load up. Yeah. Tali, you could get a count on it there. You could get a count on it there. I know. All right, no problem. Yeah. Stacy, you could go, Sharmel them. But we pack up here. What? And then they like. Alright, so we're gonna end the live here. And we're gonna go back live again when we go. We have to pack up more hamper to ensure that everybody get hampers. So we hope you enjoyed the live. We look forward to see you guys connecting back with us again. We still have another 200 hampers to offload here from this bus to ensure that I know some people see we cross the river and come across, but we're going to ensure that everyone receive a hamper. Every resident.